All right. To change a percent, oh, this last part is just a swooping trick. To change a percent to its equivalent decimal, move the decimal point. Now, if there's no decimal point, either you have to convert the fraction component into decimal, or if it's a whole number percent, then it would be implied that it's to its right. So move the decimal point 2 places to the left and get rid of the percent sign. Now you know I am horrible with left and right, so almost every time I have to convert a percent to a decimal, and it's not an obvious one, I go back to one that is one that I know. I know that 50% is equivalent to 0.5, or 0.50 if you want, right? I was going to say bless you, but that was a cough, sorry. Anyway, so for me to remember, okay, which direction do I have to go? I go, okay, 50% would turn into 0.5, which means the decimal goes swoop, swoop over that way. So that's how I remember this strategy. I know it's a 2 swoop trick, but then I never remember the direction of my swooping. So for this next one, 5.5%, I don't have a decimal in there. So I have to first make it 5.5%. And then I can swoop my decimal. Swoop, swoop. Who can tell me what 5.5% would be as a decimal equivalent? What do you think?
0.055.
Yes. 0.055. Everybody make sure you're writing down the in-between step in your notes. No, for real. Make sure you're writing it down in your notes. For the next one, 0.03%. This is one that you're like, really? Because 1% of something's pretty small. So if I have 0.03% of something, that's got to be teeny tiny. So what is 0.03% as its decimal equivalent? What do you think? Her. That's why I say ma'am and sir a lot. So swoop, swoop, what are we going to get? 0.00 gets me the 2 swoop 0, and then I still have the 0.3 though. So I have 3 zeros. I got the 2 zeros for the swooping, plus the 0 that was already there, and then the 3. And the last one over here, 153% of something. Here's the thing, a lot of people go, you can't have more than 100%. Yes, you can. One example would be if you were doing a fundraiser and you wanted to raise a certain amount of money, and you raised more than your goal. You might have raised 153% of your goal.
What?
But in real life, I use over 100% a lot when I'm out shopping, and if I want to use my calculator to figure out exactly how much money I need to give, if I need to add on a certain percent for the tax, I'm going to go over 100%. Or if I have to add on a certain percent for the tip, I'm going to go over 100%. So those are just a couple of situations where we go over 100%. In this case, 153% would be equivalent to what decimal number? Anyone at all? How about you?
1 and 53 hundredths.
1 and 53 hundredths, 1.53. Now to go in the other direction, you seriously, legitly, I don't think that's a real word. But anyway, you just go in the other direction. You just go to the right and to the left. So for this one, let's see, to change a decimal to its equivalent percent, move the decimal point 2 places to the right and add the percent sign. And because I'm so bad with left and right, someone just in the last class gave me the tip. Think about the alphabet. To go from D to P in the alphabet, I take my decimal, or I go in the alphabet to the right to go from D to P. You got to know it's 2, but to figure out if you're going to the right or to the left, you're going from D to P. So go to the right, you get 35%. To go from D to P in the alphabet in the next one, I'm going to go to the right, but 2 places. So 0.035 would turn into what percent? 0.035 is what percent? Yes, ma'am?
3.5%.
3.5%. Some people might write it as 3.5%, and they would be correct as well. What about 0.875? Change that decimal to its percent equivalent. What would you get, sir?
You would get 87.5%.
87.5%. Or 87.5%. Again, would be equally correct. What if I had 2.3 and I wanted to change it to a percent? Sir?
230%.
230%. Now, instead of doing notes on changing a fraction to its equivalent percent, what can we use from the information we already did above? So what if you're given a fraction and you want to find its equivalent percent? What could we do to find its equivalent percent? Yes, sir?
Convert it into a decimal.
Convert it to a decimal first, and then the decimal to a percent. Let's see, how about we go with green? Convert the fraction to a decimal, then the decimal to a percent.